afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Live at 4. Mark is on vacation this week. Eric Franke is filling in. Hi, Eric. Good to have you on board.
Good to be back, Susan.
Busy Tuesday, so let's get right to it today. Here's what's making news. Madison Metropolitan School District teachers start getting their vaccines today. We'll tell you how long it will take to vaccinate the entire staff.
And jury selection is underway in the trial of the officer accused of killing George Floyd. We'll share what questions potential jurors faced in the courtroom.
Plus, Dane County prepares to take the next step toward reopening, but will the measures help restaurants? We'll talk about that coming up this hour. But we begin first at 4 with breaking news and a first warn traffic alert.
Yeah, all lanes are blocked in one direction on the interstate. Dana Fulton joins us with more. Dana?
Right now, we're looking at a very active traffic scene for us in Columbia County. So this is, as we take a little closer look, south of Portage on I-3990, before the 3990 split. Right now, north and southbound, before mile marker 117, backed up due to an accident. That purple, that is standstill traffic for almost 4.5 miles. Looking at southbound, just before the accident, starting to see those delays. Northbound also seeing delays before you get to 60 and Highway CS there. So a very active situation that we're keeping an eye on. Also just coming in, an accident on 14 westbound near University, right at the 12 and 18 split right now. So another active situation, seeing a lot of delays around that area. So if you can get off of the Beltline, I would recommend, if that's your usual route home, either on Mineral Point or heading out a little further north. But otherwise, we're going to keep a close eye on both of these events with more updates through the newscast.
You, Dana. We'll update you throughout the show as this develops. Thanks so much. Relief is here for many Madison teachers. Today is the first day that educators can get vaccinated at the Alliant Energy Center.
And that's where we find our Jamie Perez with more on what the process looks like. Jamie?
All right, well, there's been a steady stream of traffic here since they began the vaccination process here around noon. Now, public health tells me it's taking an average of about an hour for people to get in and out fully vaccinated. Now, they say that they have appointments available through Sunday, with about 2,000 appointment slots still available to educators. Public health says this is a huge milestone that will hopefully make a big dent in the number of people in the state that we still need to vaccinate. Teachers we spoke to in line today say this has been a long time coming, and they're relieved it's finally their turn.
Real excited. It's just going to be great getting everything back to normal and as quick as we can. It's just great seeing some of the kids back in the buildings now, and we're just looking forward to getting back to normal.
To help make this process as smooth as possible, COVID testing that was once happening in this building has now been moved to the Coliseum. Now, teachers who get vaccinated are asked to wait in the parking lot for about 15 minutes just to make sure that they don't experience any side effects from getting the vaccine.
Jamie Perez reporting live. Jamie, thank you. There is a push to get the area Hmong population vaccinated. The Hmong Institute is partnering with the Benevolent Specialists Project to provide free COVID-19 vaccines to Hmong and Southeast Asian seniors. They held a vaccine clinic this morning. Organizers say they're trying to make sure that everyone has access to the vaccine when it's available.
Many of the Hmong elders and Southeast Asian elders shared with us that they're having challenges trying to sign up for their vaccine shot, whether it's the technology problem or not knowing how to use the internet.
The Hmong Institute is also working with Public Health Madison-Dane County to provide accurate information about the pandemic and to vaccine the Southeast Asian community.
Wisconsin's 7-day average of COVID cases on the rise. 463 new cases reported this afternoon. That comes just a day after the state reported its fewest number of new cases in months. 29 more people have lost their lives. 10.5% of Wisconsin's population is now fully vaccinated. That's more than 613,000 people. Nearly 19% of the state has had at least one shot, and nearly 14% of Dane County residents have been fully vaccinated now. That's about 74,000 people. More than 21% of the population has gotten at least one shot.
President Biden left the White House to draw attention to the need for more COVID economic relief as the House prepares to take up a final vote on his nearly $2 trillion American Rescue Plan. The president visited a historic Washington, D.C. hardware store to hear from small business owners who have benefited from the Paycheck Protection Program. Business owners with 20 or fewer employees had a special window to apply for PPP loans. The president says his administration will continue to prioritize small businesses hit hard by the pandemic.
Now we're going to keep the focus on it because a lot of minority-owned businesses, women-owned businesses are increased significantly by 20 and 15%.
The president and administration officials are also keeping the focus on what happens on Capitol Hill, where the House is taking up the Senate version of his $1.9 trillion plan. House Democrats say they're confident they have the votes for final passage, which could come tomorrow. So far, not one Republican has voted in favor of the measure.
Emergency Order 14 begins at midnight, bringing Madison and Dane County a step closer to fully reopening. Gabriella Becerra explains how the new order will affect local restaurants.
Tomorrow, restaurant capacity limits in Madison will jump to the highest they've been in nearly a year. But some owners say there's still a ways to go. Public Health Madison and Dane County's Order 14 increases restaurant capacity limits from 25 to 50%. Distancing and masking requirements will stay in place for now. Nick's restaurant owner Dino Christ says increased capacity is a catch-22 for his small space.
I'm glad that we can get more people in here. However, because of the size of our restaurant, I wouldn't be able to get 50% and get 6 feet apart at the exact same time. So for me, it's going to be around 35%.
With warmer weather, Christ is able to pull out patio seating. He says customers are feeling more comfortable dining inside, but outside is still more desired. Taverns are also set to increase to 25% capacity tomorrow. In Madison, Gabriella Becerra, News 3 Now.
New at 4, jury selection is underway in the trial of a former Minneapolis police officer charged in the death of George Floyd.
Michael George has the very latest from the courthouse.
All right, let's do our next juror, please.
A Minneapolis court moved forward with seating jurors in Derek Chauvin's murder trial as attorneys raised concerns about some candidates already having knowledge of the case.
We are humans, you know, and he said, hey, I can breathe. He was on top on him.
Hennepin County District Judge Peter Cahill allowed several jurors to be struck, including one with martial arts experience.
Yes, for the record, the defense has made its preparatory challenge now, and it's the second person of color in the jury pool.
His statements that he would be willing to re-examine the evidence struck me as insincere.
Chauvin, a former Minneapolis police officer, stands accused of second-degree murder and manslaughter after he was seen pressing his knee on George Floyd's neck for about 9 minutes last May. And it's still unclear whether a third-degree murder charge will be added. Selection of the 14 jurors in the case could take at least 3 weeks. In the meantime, authorities here in Minneapolis have barricaded the courthouse and other parts of the city, fearing protests against police brutality. Marcia Howard is a teacher and retired Marine.
We have always been disenfranchised, over-policed, over-criminalized, over-promised, and under-delivered.
The defense is expected to argue Floyd died of a drug overdose rather than from the officer's knee on his neck. If convicted, Chauvin faces up to 40 years in prison. Michael George, CBS News, Minneapolis.
Only one member of Floyd's and Chauvin's families are allowed inside due to coronavirus restrictions.
Prince Harry and Meghan's high-stakes interview has triggered a response from Buckingham Palace. In a statement, palace officials said, quote, the issues raised, particularly that of race, are concerning. While some recollections may vary, they are taken very seriously and will be addressed by the family privately. The monarchy is responding to Prince Harry and Meghan's claims of racism after the couple told Oprah Winfrey someone in the royal family was concerned what color their baby's skin would be when the child was born.
The whole royal family fall under suspicion in terms of the race issue. But there's no doubt that's a very serious allegation and something that Buckingham Palace will want to take extremely seriously.
Prince Harry and Meghan's interview with Oprah has stirred up a backlash in Britain. Journalist Piers Morgan walked off the set during a heated debate about the royals and knew this afternoon he has decided to leave the popular show Good Morning Britain for good. In their statement, palace officials also said Prince Harry, Meghan, and Archie will always be much loved family members.
Around the state, the former Milwaukee police officer accused of killing Joel Acevedo is asking for a change of venue in his trial. Attorneys for Michael Madison want to move the trial outside of Milwaukee County to give them a better chance of finding an impartial jury. Mattioli allegedly killed Acevedo after using a chokehold on him. While his attorneys argue that he can't get a fair trial in Milwaukee County, the family of the victim does not want the case moved. The judge did not rule on the motion to move the trial, pointing out that a trial date hasn't even been set yet.
The Rock County Medical Examiner has identified the Orfordville teenager killed in a rollover crash last week. 16-year-old Paige Wilson was pronounced dead at the scene of the crash. This was in the town of Plymouth. It happened about 3:30 on Thursday afternoon. According to an initial investigation, 2 teens were in the vehicle and the driver lost control at a turn, causing the vehicle to roll multiple times. Wilson was the passenger and was ejected during the crash. Parkview School District in Orfordville released a statement on social media writing that Paige was an important member of the Parkview family and will be truly missed. Her death remains under investigation.
Vanessa Bryant won her court case against the LA County Sheriff's Department. She will now be able to get the names of the deputies who allegedly shared graphic photos of the helicopter crash that killed her husband, Kobe Bryant. The January 2020 crash also killed their 13-year-old daughter, Gianna, and 7 other people. The Sheriff's Department refused to release the names and ranks of the officers involved in the alleged misconduct. Vanessa Bryant's legal action was filed last month to hold the deputies who took or shared the photos of the accident scene accountable. Bryant's attorney welcomed the judge's ruling, saying that such transparency promotes accountability.
There is more to come at 4. COVID-19 vaccine rates are soaring and the CDC guidelines are loosening for some people.
So are we winning the fight against COVID-19? That's one of the questions we'll ask UW Health's Dr. Jeff Potoff when Live at 4 returns. We'll be right back.
You're watching News 3 Now, live at 4.
Save big on quality Smith Brothers furniture at Wanakee Furniture ETC, the #1 Smith Brothers dealer in the nation. That's right, per square footage, we sell more Smith Brothers than anyone else. So let our design experts customize a look for you during the Smith Brothers factory authorized sale at Wanakee Furniture ETC.
This is Ford Truck Month.
So are you ready for a ride?
Now is the time to get a great deal on Ford Ranger, Ford Super Duty, and the all-new 2021 Ford F-150. Get our best offers of the year and see what Built Ford Tough can do for you. Welcome to the show, America.
Welcome to the show.
Right now, get $5,750 in total savings on a 2021 F-150. Only during Ford Truck Month.
The time is right to do something nice for your home. Why not replace your gutters with LeafGuard, the only gutter system that has earned the Good Housekeeping seal of approval? Hi, I'm Andrew Larson, owner of Larson Home Services. LeafGuard's patented one-piece seamless design keeps leaves and debris out, which means no more clogs, guaranteed. LeafGuard carries a lifetime warranty, so your home's foundation will be protected forever, and our customers couldn't be happier.
They're the best. I don't have to worry about the gutters getting clogged up with the seeds, the branches, the dirt, the roof sheddings, and it's just one less worry for me.
And right now, save big on your new LeafGuard brand gutter system and get some incredible extras. Order now and save 75% on installation labor, get free financing for a year, and a $100 Visa gift card. Call to set up your free estimate today.
Erectile dysfunction for men of all ages has become much more common. In fact, most men don't realize that 90% of erectile dysfunction is a direct result of broken down old blood vessels. This causes a lack of blood flow that is critical when achieving an erection. With our state-of-the-art technology, we're able to stimulate new stem cell growth right in our office with no pills, no needles, no surgery, and no pain.
To book your consultation and get back to natural functionability, call Peak Performance for Men today.
People were afraid I was contagious. I felt gross.
It was kind of a shock after I started Cosentex. 4
is clear.
Real people with psoriasis look and feel better with Cosentyx. Don't use if you're allergic to Cosentyx. Before starting, get checked for tuberculosis. An increased risk of infections and lowered ability to fight them may occur. Tell your doctor about an infection or symptoms. If your inflammatory bowel disease symptoms develop or worsen, or if you've had a vaccine or plan to, serious allergic reactions may occur. Learn more at Cosentyx.com.
Save big on quality Smith Brothers furniture at Wanakee Furniture ETC, the #1 Smith Brothers dealer in the nation. That's right, per square footage, we sell more Smith Brothers than anyone else. So let our design experts customize a look for you during the Smith Brothers factory authorized sale at Wanakee Furniture ETC.
Welcome back, everyone. The company Unilever is dropping the word normal from its beauty and personal care products. Those brands include Dove, Vaseline, and Axe. The company says most customers feel the word normal is wrong. Unilever also says it won't Photoshop models anymore and will portray people from more diverse backgrounds in its advertising. Well, gift cards have become widely popular with billions sold every year worldwide.
But they remain a favorite among con artists, too. The Federal Trade Commission says since 2018, Americans have lost $245 million paying off scammers with gift cards.
Anybody that asks them to buy a gift card for any sort of business thing and read the numbers off is running a scam. No legitimate business or government agency takes payment with gift cards.
Steve Baker with the Better Business Bureau says his organization has seen losses from gift card scams triple in just the past 4 years. Let's check out Wall Street. A red letter day. The Dow rose a little more than 30 points. The NASDAQ finishes with its best closing in 4 months, growing 464 and change. And the S&P went up 54. Women may have more adverse effects from the COVID-19 vaccine.
That is according to a new study by the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. Nearly 7,000 people reported having side effects after receiving the vaccine, including headaches, fatigue, and dizziness. Women made up 80% of those who reported. Researchers say the results are not surprising given reported side effects of other vaccines. Doctors say the side effects usually go away pretty quickly and is actually a sign that the vaccine is doing its job. The CDC's new guidelines for people vaccinated against COVID-19 allows them to do some things that unvaccinated people shouldn't be doing right now.
That's the first step in the process of getting things back to normal. And joining us now is UW Health's Chief Quality Officer, Dr. Jeff Pothoff, for our weekly conversation. Dr. Pothoff, how are you doing today?
I'm doing well. How about you guys?
Great to see you.
Good to see you. Tell you, a lot of people got excited when they saw these somewhat loosening restrictions, at least for those who have been vaccinated yesterday. Go over what some of those are for us.
Yeah, I think it is exciting. I think, the big change is for those that are fully vaccinated, meaning, 2 weeks after your second dose of Moderna or Pfizer, or 2 weeks after your single dose of Johnson & Johnson, those who are vaccinated can be together in a private residence, not public, unmasked and not distanced, and that's about as close to normal as you can get. So I think that's why people are excited. Likewise, people who are fully vaccinated can visit a single household where people there are low risk and be unmasked and undistanced. And that's exciting news. We haven't been able to do that for over a year.
So a single household means your own personal household. What if, for example, you want to visit relatives, grandparents, something like that?
Yeah, I think, the most common example is if you're a grandparent and you have grandchildren in a single household, it is now safe to go there and visit with those grandchildren, hug them, kiss them, whatever you wanted to do without taking on a significant risk to those people in that household.
That is so relieving for those grandparents who have had to keep their distance over the last year. We're getting into spring break season, Doc, and a lot of people are thinking maybe it's okay to travel. What are you telling families right now that are maybe thinking in a few weeks they'd like to finally get away to Florida or wherever?
I think there's ways that you can do it safely. Many people who are going to be vacationing aren't vaccinated. So you do have some risk there, but you want to make sure that you're masked. You want to make sure that you're socially distant. And when you do these spring break vacations, look for vacations where you're within your family unit, not in large crowds. Not out in public where people may not be masked or distanced, depending on the location that you're going to. And I think it's okay to do some of these things as those case numbers are lower.
Well, cases are down, hospitalizations are down, luckily. So do you think we're winning? Are we turning a corner here against COVID?
Yeah, I do. I do think that we are winning the game right now, but it's important to remember that the game's not over, and there's a little bit more game to play. So for the next few months, as we see more and more vaccinations getting out there, those who aren't vaccinated, can look with a glimmer in their eyes towards some of these, lifting of restrictions, but realize that for them, the rules are kind of still the same. You got to wear a mask, you got to stay distanced, but it won't be much longer.
So let's talk about a lot of people getting vaccinated, then they wonder, maybe down the road, am I going to have to get another shot, a booster, or is it going to be kind of maybe like the flu shot, where every year we got to get one, and is there a way to maybe do it all at once and put the COVID vaccine in with the flu shot? I think I saw something about that on a news show the other day. Well, talk to us about future shots for folks.
Yeah. I think it's hard to know right now. So, the influenza virus, that changes a lot, much more so than COVID typically changes. So I'm hopeful that we won't need a yearly booster of the COVID-19 vaccine. At the same time, we are seeing some variants of COVID-19 emerge, and it's possible someday one variant will defeat our current vaccines. And as long as we can alter the current vaccines to accommodate for that variant, we'll still be okay, but then that would require a booster. So I think it's possible we'll see boosters to the COVID-19 vaccine, but I don't think we'll need to get it quite as often as we get a flu shot, but I could be proven wrong.
Well, there still have been some challenges with scheduling vaccines. So a couple of viewers have asked us if you can mix the vaccines. For example, can you go to the Alliance Center and get Pfizer, and then reschedule your second shot and get the Moderna vaccine?
There are actually researchers, I believe, in the United Kingdom studying this question, but right now we don't have an answer and we don't have good data on it. So the current recommendation is, once you get a first dose of a vaccine, make sure that second dose is the same manufacturer. We have studies that show that that is for sure effective. We're just not sure if you mix whether you get the same effectiveness or not.
And just be patient out there, everybody, because we are turning the corner. You can feel it, but we got to still take those precautions. Dr. Jeff Potoff, always great to hear your information. Always great to talk to you.
We appreciate your time. Thank you so much.
Have a good afternoon.
The British monarchy under the spotlight this week after Meghan Markle's interview with Oprah Winfrey.
Now, some U.S. fast food royalty is being criticized for a tweet they say was misunderstood. We'll explain. Coming up after Dana's firstborn forecast.
Tonight on CBS, it's an all-new night of suspense, beginning with NCIS at 7, followed by FBI at 8, and FBI Most Wanted at 9. Then get a complete wrap-up of the day's news on News 3 Now at 10.
Finding the right ingredients for a healthy lifestyle can be tricky. That's why SSM Health and News 3 Now are here to help.
Our Time for Kids Recipe for Health experts use online conversations and on-air reports to answer your health questions.
So tell us, what topics would your family like to hear about? What questions do you have?
Use the handy feedback form on our Time for Kids page to share what matters most to your family's health. And together,
let's take time for kids.
Are your windows drafty, broken? Are your energy bills on the rise? The Champion family is here to help you stay comfortable in your home all year long. Right now, buy 2 windows, get 2 free. Call now or download our free buyer's guide at getchampionwindows.com today.
Love lower than low prices? Then get more ways to save at Pick and Save, where you can find personalized coupons, weekly deals, and rewards like fuel points. All for prices that are lower than low. On food that's fresher than fresh. Pick and Save. Fresh for everyone.
Maintenance fee, ATM fee. Can I hide in your fort?
Sure, but the fort fee is 10 cookies.
Need a place to hide from fees? With a BMO Harris Smart Advantage account, you can get cash with nearly as many fee-free ATMs in the U.S. as the 3 largest banks combined, and no monthly maintenance fee.
Huh, did you hear that? No monthly maintenance fee.
Fort fees are subject to the governing bodies of the fort.
She did not learn that from me.
When a bank helps you make real financial progress, that's the BMO effect. And right now, get a $200 bonus when you open a new BMO Harris Smart Advantage account.
My lips get so dry and cracked, I need serious relief. That's why I use O'Keefe's Lip Repair. It's all-day moisture in one use and is guaranteed relief for extremely dry, cracked lips.
Also available in O'Keefe's Working Hands. Guaranteed relief for extremely dry, cracked hands.
Want to brain better? Unlike ordinary memory supplements, Nariva has clinically proven ingredients that fuel 5 indicators of brain performance: memory, focus, accuracy, learning, and concentration. Try our new gummies for 30 days and see the difference.
Let's say your car needs a new part, like an alternator. You could get just the one part at the typical auto parts store. Or for the same money at rockauto.com, get the alternator plus the belt and tensioner kit you'll need to do the repair right and have money left over to buy lunch. Since 1999, rockauto.com has provided reliably low prices, easy-to-use website, huge selection of parts, and fast shipping.
All the parts your car will ever need, Rock Auto.
What does it mean to fight for what's right? To us, it means helping accident victims get their lives back to normal again. Habish, and Rotier, we fight for what's right.
Well, take a look at this. Scientists at MIT have created a prototype fleet of insect-sized aerial drones that are as tough as they are tiny. The drone's wings are made up of carbon-coated rubber, and when electrified, can beat up to 500 times a second. The drones are about the size and weight of a bumblebee. With advancements, the tech's applications could include anything from inspections in cramped spaces to pollinating crops to search and rescue operations. That's pretty fascinating.
Yeah, could be all kinds of trouble created with those things, huh?
Yeah.
Wild inventions. Let's go to Dana. Another nice one out there.
Right now, it is still nice and sunny. Yes, really comfortable outside. Those temperatures climbing to 60 yet again, so I think we're going to be able to enjoy that tomorrow. It's going to come with a little bit of a trade-off, though, with some shower chances developing. We'll look at your fall 10-day right after the break.
About 40% off lenses with purchase of a frame. Wisconsin Vision. See more life.
We are the Thrivers, women with metastatic breast cancer. Our time for more time has come. Living longer is possible and proven in postmenopausal women taking Kisqali plus fulvestrant. In a clinical trial, Kisqali plus fulvestrant helped women live longer with HR-positive, HER2-negative metastatic breast cancer, and it significantly delayed disease progression. Kisqali can cause lung problems or an abnormal heartbeat, which can lead to death. It can cause serious skin reactions, liver problems, and low white blood cell counts that may result in severe infections. Tell your doctor right away if you have new or worsening symptoms, including breathing problems, cough, chest pain, a change in your heartbeat, dizziness, yellowing of the skin or eyes, dark urine, tiredness, loss of appetite, abdomen pain, bleeding, bruising, fever, chills, or other symptoms of an infection, a severe or worsening rash, are or plan to become pregnant or breastfeeding. Avoid grapefruit during treatment. Ask your doctor about living longer with Kisqali.
I wanted my hepatitis C gone.
I put off treating mine.
Epclusa treats all main types of chronic hep C. Whatever your type, Epclusa could be your kind of cure.
I just found out about mine.
I knew for years. Epclusa has a 98% overall cure rate.
I had no symptoms of hepatitis C.
Mine caused liver damage.
Epclusa is only one pill, once a day, taken with or without food for 12 weeks. Before starting Epclusa, your doctor will test if you have had hepatitis B, which may flare up and could cause serious liver problems during and after treatment. Tell your doctor if you have had hepatitis B, other liver or kidney problems, HIV or other medical conditions, and all medicines you take, including herbal supplements. Taking amiodarone with Epclusa may cause a serious slowing of your heart rate. Common side effects include headache and tiredness. Ask your doctor today if Epclusa is your kind of cure.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
I want to start start with a quick look right now at that accident still going on in Columbia County. Right now, it looks like lanes are open southbound, but all lanes are still blocked northbound on 3990. This again is in Columbia County. A significant portion of the interstate still shut down, but even beyond that, several backups and delays now extending all the way down into the northern portion of Dane County. So keeping a close eye on that accident this evening. As we take a live look with our WIC TV sky cam, a lot of blue sky and sunshine today. Our wind speeds picking up just a little bit, and temperature-wise, we're close to 60. Again, another day that really feels like spring outside. Our sustained wind speeds, though, at about 20 miles per hour. Wind gusts have been closer to the mid-20s at times. 60 in Madison, 64 in Janesville, about 61 in Mineral Point right now. And we're going to be able, thankfully, to enjoy this nice sunny weather, at least for the next hour or so as we look through the rest of this evening before we have our next event sliding in for tomorrow. Tomorrow we'll be back towards 60 degrees for our afternoon highs, but it's going to come along with that trade-off of the shower and thunderstorm chances expected to develop later on overnight and lasting through the day. Windy outside for late Wednesday and overnight, and then by Thursday we will be back to some sunshine. Right now, Doppler track is quiet. It's not until we get closer to midnight that we start to see those scattered showers really starting to develop for us. We'll continue on throughout Wednesday morning with scattered rain showers and isolated thunderstorms. Notice those temperatures will be close to 60 in the afternoon, so it is going to feel a little muggy outside with that rain coming down. Likely going to see a few lines of thunderstorms passing through, and with that final cold front leaving the area later in the evening, wouldn't be surprised if we still see a few rumbles of thunder later on in the day, or hear a few rumbles of thunder, as this is about 9-10 o'clock at night and temperatures are still close to 60 degrees. But by Thursday morning, the front clears through. We're back to sunshine for Thursday. Thursday is also going to be just a smidge cooler outside. High temperatures will drop back a little bit to the low 50s. In our 8 to 14 day outlook, quite likely that we will be seeing our afternoon highs trending a little bit below average, not seeing a big swing for us, but a little bit below the trend for us. Windy, very mild tomorrow with scattered showers and isolated thunderstorms. 61 the high with those rain chances developing. Again, we drop a little bit for our highs on Thursday, and then we hug close to average, if not just a little bit above average for the weekend. Next week, we could see some cooler temperatures. That's going to come along with maybe some light flurries or a mix developing. But at this point, with high temperatures continuing to hop up above freezing, not expecting any of that to last or stick on the ground. So I won't say winter's over just yet, but spring is really starting to elbow its way into the forecast.
All right. Thank you very much, Dana.
Thanks, Dana.
Enjoy it while we can. Well, one fast food giant opens mouth, inserts foot, metaphorically speaking, of course.
Burger King is being blasted by some for a tweet about women that the franchise says was misunderstood. Jeannie Mose reports.
Burger King didn't just get grilled, it got char-broiled over a tweet meant to celebrate International Women's Day. Women belong in the kitchen, to which actress Chelsea Peretti replied, Burger King belongs in a trash can. Even a KFC account jumped in. The best time to delete this post was immediately after posting it. The second best time is now. But Burger King UK's initial tweet was meant to be ironic. Women belong in the kitchen was immediately followed by, if they want to, of course. Yet only 20% of chefs are women. We are on a mission to change the gender ratio in the restaurant industry. BK then announced a new scholarship program for female employees who want to pursue the culinary arts.
It looks like Burger King decided to use the first tweet as bait, basically baiting misogyny.
Critics turned Burger King's own slogans against it. Burger King always thinks they can have it their way. Well, not today. Comedian Sean Burke parodied BK executives coming up with a marketing strategy.
Is there any chance this might be considered in bad taste? I don't think so. And after all, we are Burger King. The words taste and bad are probably already associated with us.
But the taste for burgers was also stimulated. All I'm hearing is Burger King, and getting hungry and wondering if there's a Burger King near here. Eventually, the chain acknowledged it was our mistake to not include the full explanation in our initial tweet. Given Prince Harry and Meghan's interview with Oprah, this guy was repeatedly invoked. Bad day for the royal family, especially the Burger King. With the words, "Women belong in the kitchen," Burger King really was
home of the Whopper.
Jeannie Most, CNN, New York.
Sarcasm does not translate on Twitter.
Oh.
Ever. All right, we'll be right back.
Habitat Dane County provides long-term stability through affordable home ownership, creating the spaces where learning grows, the places to rest, the spots to gather, the areas to play safely. Strengthen our community. Support Habitat Dane County.
You know your gutters are full of gunk, and you know you need to deal with it eventually. With LeafGuard, you can give up cleaning your gutters forever. Hi, I'm Andrew Larson, owner of Larson Home Services. My team would love to show you how LeafGuard's patented design channels rainwater into your gutters while leaves, seeds, and other debris just roll off, leaving them clog-free, guaranteed.
We looked at several different types of gutters, and we knew that we had problems with leaves. We have lots of trees around our house, and I'm the one who goes and cleans out the gutters, and I wanted to eliminate that hassle in the fall of cleaning the gutters, and LeafGuard has done a wonderful job.
Love to hear that. Right now, your LeafGuard brand gutter system comes with some great money-saving extras. Order now and save 75% on installation labor, get free financing for a year, and a $100 Visa gift card. Call to set up your free estimate today.
When it comes to home projects, most people don't know how much theirs should cost. But with Home Advisor, you can see upfront pricing and check what others paid for similar jobs. Even book pros and pay right through the app. Start your next project knowing what to pay with Home Advisor.
Start your year smiling at Aspen Dental with our biggest savings of the season. Now, during the Everyday Smiles event, you can save not 20%, but 30% off your treatment plan. Find exceptional care at every step, unparalleled safety at every visit, and flexible payment options for every budget. Get the services you need for less. With our biggest savings of the season. Don't wait. Offer ends soon. Call 1-800-ASPEN-DENTAL or book today at aspendental.com.
Every day, News 3 Now investigates, taking action and challenging the status quo, asking the important questions, and getting the answers you deserve. It's our job and our duty to discover and report the facts, to make sure your voice is heard, and to help make a difference. That's why News 3 Now investigates.
You may not know them. The coffee shop owner who knows your order. The couple who saves your seats. The family down the street who greets you with a smile. They've been there for you. Now you can be there for them. Donate today and help our friends and neighbors keep their power on.
Tonight at 5, many educators in Wisconsin are receiving the Johnson & Johnson vaccine, but will the Badger State be getting any more doses of this one-shot vaccine? We'll have the answers at 5.
After another day with temperatures reaching 60 degrees, we should make it 3 in a row for tomorrow. There'll be a trade-off. It'll be windy with showers and thunderstorms at times. My forecast at 5.
And ahead at 6 tomorrow, a new public health order easing Dane County gathering limits goes into effect. We're looking ahead at what it could mean for popular Madison events. That's at 6. Boy, it's a beautiful March day out there once again, although we will get a little windy and a little rainy maybe tomorrow. So get out there, maybe enjoy the evening if you can, but it will stay in the 60s for at least one more day. President Biden is more than 3/4 of the way to meeting his goal of seeing 100 million COVID-19 shots in his first 100 days in office, while Congress is on the verge of passing a third coronavirus stimulus relief package.
Natalie Brand looks back at how the federal government responded to the pandemic this past year and the fight ahead.
The race to recovery has turned to vaccinations.
We're now on track to have enough vaccine supply for every adult in America by the end of May.
So far, more than 90 million shots have reached more than 17% of the U.S. population. From vaccines to testing to reopening plans, President Biden is pushing a national response strategy in contrast to the Trump administration's state-driven approach.
A lot of control happens at the state and local level, and that's appropriate because it allows jurisdictions to tailor what's happening, the policies to their communities. The challenge is that when every single state is having to make the same set of decisions, it makes sense to take that up a level and provide federal guidance and leadership.
Dr. Caitlin Rivers, an epidemiologist at Johns Hopkins, helped work on reopening guidance last spring and says a key lesson learned is the critical importance of clear public health messaging.
And we just never got that really crisp, continuous messaging that could help people to navigate this really difficult year.
While President Trump received criticism for mixed messaging as well as downplaying the threat of the virus, his administration earned praise for helping fast-track the development of COVID-19 vaccines.
It's called Operation Warp Speed. That means big and it means fast.
The FDA has given emergency use authorization to vaccines from Pfizer, Moderna, and Johnson & Johnson. While the rollout has been rocky, FEMA has now helped launch mass vaccination sites with an emphasis on reaching vulnerable populations and underserved communities.
The public health crisis also triggered an economic crisis, decimating businesses and leaving millions out of work, demanding its own federal response.
Last March, President Trump signed the $2.2 trillion CARES Act, the largest of 5 emergency bills Congress passed in 2020. It included stimulus checks, expanded unemployment benefits, and the Paycheck Protection Program to help struggling businesses. Congress is now poised to send President Biden's $1.9 trillion coronavirus relief plan to his desk. President Biden paused with the nation last month to mark more than 500,000 lives lost to the virus, with Americans still anxious about a key question.
What does the new normal look like?
I think masks will continue to be a staple in households. I think that we will all be a little bit more mindful to keep our distance from others, but we will be able to reincorporate a lot of things that are important to us.
Health experts also stress the importance of laying the groundwork now for the best response to future crises. Natalie Brand, CBS News, Washington.
The Biden administration announced plans yesterday to invest $250 million in efforts to encourage COVID-19 safety and vaccination among underserved populations.
Oh, and Live at 4 returns. Are you getting anxious waiting for a COVID vaccine? You're not alone.
Definitely not. Distinguished psychologist Shyla Mergain will join us with some tips on how to remain calm while you wait for your turn. That's when Live at 4 continues.
With one of our favorite Portage families here at the Portage Furniture Store, the Ayers family, that has grown a little bit since, yeah, he says high five. That's right. Since the last time we were here.
We sure have. Austin and I, proud third-generation owners, and now we're working on our 4th generation. We've seen generations of customers come through, and I think we take a lot of joy in seeing, hey, my parents bought from your dad, or bought from your uncles, or bought from your grandpa, and now Austin and I get to enjoy that ourselves.
How much fun is it on the days you come back into town and the 3 of you are together?
It's very special. Like I said, the longevity from my dad and uncle started in 1940 to now. Very special.
We're very, very proud to showcase predominantly American-made brands.
Safe and pressure-free shopping.
We have a number of great lines, including Serta mattresses, Smith Brothers, Flex Steel, Lazy Boy, and England.
And not everyone has the Ayers last name, but everybody here, I know you guys consider family.
Yeah, we really have some wonderful people here, including, 2 salespeople, Rosie and Punky, who have been here with us from the very beginning, and we're really thankful for them.
Yeah, they really make you guys, they're the ones who make you all look good.
Yeah, they are.
No doubt.
And we need all the help we can get.
Yeah, well, he said it. I did. What are some of the biggest things that sets you guys apart?
The free delivery. Yeah.
They still got it. I was wondering.
We do.
Glad to hear it.
And on top of a first-class free delivery service, we're very proud of our huge selection of top name brand furniture at guaranteed low prices.
Well, with the free delivery, we've got a lot of stops, but I'm glad you're helping me. From the Portage Furniture Store, I'm Emmy Fink, and you're buzzed into Madison. He's excited.
I can't take it anymore. It's time for a change. Buy one window, get one free? Perfect.
I can change, honey.
Not you. These drafty old windows.
Oh.
It's time for a change. Buy one window, get one free from Feldco.
Buy one, get one free, and soon. Call now.
For quality windows, siding, and doors, call 866 for Feldco.
Advil Dual Action fights pain 2 ways. It's the first and only FDA-approved combination of Advil plus acetaminophen. Advil targets pain. Acetaminophen blocks it. Advil Dual Action. Fast pain relief that lasts 8 hours.
New Pronamel Mineral Boost helps protect teeth against everyday acids. Pronamel boosts enamel's natural absorption of calcium and phosphate, helping keep teeth strong, white, and protected from sensitivity. New Pronamel Mineral Boost.
Well, it's been an active evening for traffic. A new accident just popping up close to downtown Madison. This is 151 northbound near 6th Street. All the lanes northbound are blocked right now, and 2 of the lanes southbound blocked currently. So traffic barely moving in that direction. I would certainly recommend avoiding it if that's on your route home. Additionally, we are still watching the accident on 3990 right now northbound. This is in Columbia County, where part of the interstate is still shut down, but backup stretching again from that accident all the way down into Dane County right now. Otherwise, the Beltline overall looking smooth, and as we head a little further south to Janesville right now, no delays, but we will keep a close eye on both of those incidents and have any more updates as they do come in.
All right, Dana, thank you. Firefighters in England arrived on the scene last week to rescue a cat stuck in a tree. We've heard this story before. However, the cat decided he would do the heavy lifting himself. When the firefighters set up their ladder to rescue the cat from 25 feet above the ground, the cat climbed down the ladder on its own to safety.
Good idea.
Pretty skilled, huh?
Yeah.
Well, as Tom Petty once famously sang, the waiting is the hardest part.
Many people are eagerly awaiting their chance to receive the COVID-19 vaccine, and that can cause stress and anxiety.
So how do we relax a little while we wait our turn? UW Health distinguished psychologist Shyla Mergain joins us now with some tips. Hi, Shyla. How are you doing?
Hi, Shyla.
Oh, great to be here.
Well, this is such we're kind of in that phase right now where everybody's excited to maybe get back to normal, and we're in that tough waiting phase. It's like, you know, the little kid that gets to Christmas Eve and can't wait to open the gifts. But how do you kind of fight through that to be patient through this? Because this has been difficult.
Absolutely. It's kind of like we've all been running this ultra distance race, and some people are at the finish line really celebrating with family and friends. Maybe they're wrapped in one of those silver blankets that you get at the end of the race, while many people are still trudging along, knowing they have a few more miles to go. And this can produce a lot of stress and anxiety, and even some envy that others have gotten the vaccine before you have. So I think the first thing to manage that stress and anxiety is to focus on what you can control. It's really important just to pay attention to the day-to-day routines. Focus on those simple victories and make sure to continue to follow the safety precautions for COVID-19. This is not the time to let our guard down.
It's really challenging, too, to manage your emotions right now. I had a viewer email me this afternoon and said he's 64. So he just missed the cutoff for the round of vaccines, and he's wondering when his term is going to come up, and it's really stressing him out. How do you control your emotions when, like you said, all you can do is control what you can control?
Absolutely, and he's not alone. I've been hearing it a lot in my practice that people are feeling frustrated, you know, not knowing when their vaccine date is, or maybe they've had it scheduled only to have it rescheduled because of a shortage, or just feeling stressed with the uncertainty. And so this is the time to be really gentle with yourself. We don't want to stay stuck in some of those distressing emotions, because that just really brings us down, but instead to foster a positive outlook. And I think one of the ways we can do that is just keeping this in perspective. You know, when we look at the current administration, they say that the vaccine rollout is going faster than expected, and by summer, even May, the vaccine will be available to all American adults. And so just knowing that that opportunity to get your shot will be here before we know it. So it's not time to lose hope, and just to, foster as much positivity as possible these days.
Yeah, and you can look at it as, I guess, if other people are getting vaccinated, that indirectly is going to help all of us too. I mean, if a healthcare worker gets it before us, that helps us in the long run as we all work towards this herd immunity.
That's such a great point, Eric. And we want to think about the collective. If we're feeling a little envious that others have gotten it before us, that the rollout plan was for a reason, that people at risk who are vulnerable received it, and it probably saved a lot of lives. And the more people who get the vaccine, the more quickly we reach the herd immunity. So I encourage people to get the vaccine when it's their turn. All the different varieties are very effective, so take the one that's offered to you.
And maybe if you educate yourself a little bit about the vaccine supply, will that help alleviate some of your worry?
Absolutely. That, knowing that the production is ramping up, and also that even if you have the vaccine, it's not like instantaneously life is back to normal, that it protects us, but we're still going to have to wear masks and social distance for a while. So knowing that we're all in it together, and we can it's really a time to just be kind to one another and support ourselves, and just offer ourselves some compassion as well. Yeah,
you also say in there, be gentle with yourself. Describe what you're talking about there when you say, be good to yourself, give yourself a break.
Yeah, that, if it's tough, if you have a stressful moment, just acknowledge it, and then just don't beat yourself up. Just do some little self-care, something to bring joy, some little act of kindness or compassion toward yourself. And if you're really struggling, I encourage you to reach out to a healthcare professional or reach out for some mental health support, that you don't have to struggle alone.
Always get help. Never be afraid to ask for it. There's no shame in it. Always great to hear from you, Dr. Mergain.
Thank you so much.
And with the 60-degree weather, it's going to lift all of our spirits soon, along with the vaccines. Thanks so much.
Great advice, Shyla. Good to see you. And we'll be right back.
That's not bacon. It's sausage.
Whoa.
Behold, Johnsonville sausage strips. Sausage that looks and cooks like bacon. It's a meaty miracle. Find them in the bacon section, even though they're sausage.
Joe believes we overcome barriers like addiction together. His funding of recovery coaches has saved lives and makes us all safer.
Joe knows the past year was hard, and his small business partnership with Dane Buy Local gave us an opportunity to keep our dreams alive.
Thank you, Joe Farisi, for putting a high priority on water quality, conservation, and prairie restoration.
Thank you, Joe, for believing in second chances and the best in all of us.
Thank you, Joe, for appreciating local food and supporting small family businesses.
Do you suffer from ED? Did you know there could be a way to relieve ED without harmful medications, needles, or surgery? Peak Performance for Men is here to help. Click or call now to treat your ED. And remember, our results make the difference.
For over 25 years, Fry Construction has provided excellence in home improvements. We strive to exceed the expectations of our clients with each and every project we do. Respected by so many of your neighbors and voted best of Madison, Fry Construction delivers lasting quality for your home. In honor of our 25 years, we're offering 25% off gutters or insulation with any full roof project. Schedule your consultation today at fryconstruction.com.
Doing what we love can be painful. Introducing Aspra Cream with essential oil. Now calming lavender oil is combined with fast-acting lidocaine for lasting relief. New Aspra Cream with essential oil.
I'm News 3 Now's Josh Spreiter. I'm visiting the people, places, and events that make this area one of a kind. Tell me what inspires you, and it might be featured on News 3 Now this morning.
In the 608, weekdays on News 3 Now this morning.
Wednesday morning, tune in to find out where Josh is having some fun in the 608.
Plus, what grocery stores are offering their employees as incentives to get vaccinated. We'll see you starting at 4:30 on News 3 Now this morning.
Get more local news now with Channel 3000 Plus, our free digital streaming service that brings you area news and info 24/7 from the News 3 Now team. Channel 3000 Plus. Download it today and watch from your streaming media player or mobile device.
Right now, we're still keeping a close eye on two accidents, one near downtown Madison on 151 northbound, seeing significant delays both north and southbound. All those lanes on the northbound side blocked, southbound those lanes on the two of the right lanes blocked right now, but one lane is moving. Another significant accident on 3990 northbound right now. Part of the interstate is closed northbound. Another portion of it still significantly backed up and delayed all the way into Dane County. Southbound is moving at this time, but I would certainly avoid the area if you can for your evening commute. We're looking at a lot of sunshine for the next hour or so until sunset. Still feels nice outside, though it is windy. About 60 degrees with wind speeds close to 20 miles per hour. For tomorrow, we'll be near 60 again, but it's going to come along with some rain, a little bit of a trade-off and a spring system building in for the middle of the week.
All right, Dana, thank you so much. Here's what's coming up tomorrow on Live at 4. The pandemic has increased the amount of people in need of legal help. We'll tell you about a free service in the area.
Plus, making yogurt at home, like Consumer Report says it's worth it. That's tomorrow on Live at 4.
Herzing University empowers you to earn the skills you need for all kinds of healthcare careers. Right now, we'll even waive your enrollment fee. Your nation needs healthcare workers. Join the movement at Herzing University. Call or click today.
Where can a healthier heart lead you? For people with heart failure taking Entresto, it may lead to a world of possibilities. Entresto is a heart failure medicine prescribed by most cardiologists. It was proven superior at helping people stay alive and out of the hospital. Heart failure can change the structure of your heart, so it may not work as well. Entresto helps improve your heart's ability to pump blood to the body. And with a healthier heart, there's no telling where life may take you. Don't take Entresto if pregnant. It can cause harm or death to an unborn baby. Don't take Entresto with an ACE inhibitor or aliskiren, or if you've had angioedema with an ACE or ARB. The most serious side effects are angioedema, low blood pressure, kidney problems, or high blood potassium. Ask your doctor about Entresto for heart failure, and trust your heart to Entresto.
The time is right to do something nice for your home. Why not replace your gutters with LeafGuard, the only gutter system that has earned the Good Housekeeping seal of approval? Hi, I'm Andrew Larson, owner of Larson Home Services. LeafGuard's patented one-piece seamless design keeps leaves and debris out, which means no more clogs, guaranteed. LeafGuard carries a lifetime warranty, so your home's foundation will be protected forever, and our customers couldn't be happier.
They're the best. I don't have to worry about the gutters getting clogged up with the seeds, the branches, the dirt, the roof sheddings, and it's just one less worry for me.
And right now, save big on your new LeafGuard brand gutter system and get some incredible extras. Order now and save 75% on installation labor, get free financing for a year, and a $100 Visa gift card. Call to set up your free estimate today.
If a nurse is what you want to be, let Herzing University make it possible in lots of different ways. We'll even waive your enrollment fee. Be exactly the nurse you want to be. I'm possible at Herzing. Call or click today.
Well, everyone loves pizza, of course, but in Tunisia, there's a slice made just for those who love gold.
An Italian restaurant in the city of Tunis has invested in a pizza covered with luxury food and edible gold leaf. The average gold pizza costs about $360 American. The most expensive